Well, I didn't have the mics on. Sorry, not used to running like this at the seat of my pants. I'm on the Speakeasy show set right now. Yep, I know you can't hear me. You can probably hear me now. I'm just waiting for a few people to come in, giving them a few minutes, okay? Oh, I didn't have the mics on. Oh, and there we go. Sorry, sound's on now. Sorry about that, folks. Just trying to share it, get some people in before I start talking about what our important announcement is for next Saturday, just in case you didn't see it last Saturday or there was some confusion. I'm giving Doc Martin, see if she'll join. I didn't tell anybody I was doing this, so I'll see if Doc Martin joins. I saw her in Chris Mack's scope, one of his many 1 million scopes for the week. He was on with Mark Taylor. Excellent show as usual with Mark. I didn't catch all of it, but I'll catch the replay as usual. Working two jobs, it's tough to stay awake on the weekend and watch the shows, the other shows. We'll give Doca Martin a few. Doca Martin, come on. See if she joins. Maybe somebody will text her, trying to share everything out. Well, I'll play something while we're waiting. We'll see if Doc joins. Or if she wants to join the Zoom. I know she doesn't have her quote-unquote war paint on, so she probably won't show herself on this, but just wanted to clarify last Saturday what the new plan is for... Oh, Fritz Ader's drunk on shrimp scampi. Yes, we are waiting for D-Nice. 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 While we're waiting, I'll play some videos. We do want to, again, excuse me, I've got an allergy problem yet again. Do want to clarify the changes being made to Winning TV and the show for next Saturday. Let's find something to play while we're waiting for D-Nice. D-Nice Martin. Oh, we can play our oldie but goodie here. Shrimp scampi, huh? That sounds good.
Venga, que las 2 de la tarde ya están aquí. Miren, bañador, las chanclas. Todo despeinado porque no me dio tiempo nada ponerme las chanclas y el bañador.
Martín. D-Nice Martín.
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. ¡Tú! ¡Había subido la marea y encontré una paella! Y la encontré porque estaba la paellera agarrada metida entre las piedras de Chipiona del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera y adentro la vende paellera. ¡Asómate, mira dónde llega el agua!
I think I saw D-Nice Martin join. Oh, that's Doc D-Nice. Hi, D-Nice. You can come and join me if you want. I was just going to tell everybody about the different changes we made for next Saturday. And some information about... I know this is going to take about 20 seconds to get to you. But some information about next Saturday and what happened. I have some information about what happened this Saturday with all the ding, 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 all the antivirus, whatever was going on with the antivirus software, the internet protections. So, and we have 2 of them on this computer, but I think we figured this out, and I don't anticipate it happening again. Hello, guys. Hi, everybody. I'm just reading comments. Oh, let's see if D-Nice caught up with my... You don't have to come on camera, D-Nice. You could just put your avatar up if you want. If you want to talk. Bing, bing, bing. Yes, we had a lot of bing, bing, bing going on. Let me see if D-Nice knows the number. It's the same number as usual, D-Nice. D-Nice Martin. 961. Oh. I don't know if she's going to join, but it was just a short... I didn't want to step over Chris Mack's 1,500,000th scope of the week, of the year, or the week is it, with Mark Taylor. I like Mark Taylor. I know they've been attacked quite a bit by Right Wing Watch, and I'm wondering if Right Wing Watch was partially responsible. I don't know. Oh, Doc Martin's going to come on. So I don't know if she's going to show her lovely self. She didn't get a chance to paint the barn, so this was a spirit of the moment. We do have an email down below I created. Oh, hello, Doc Martin. Where are you at? Let me see if we can find you. I froze up a little bit.
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
You caught me sitting out back. What y'all doing?
Oh, I just jumped on to let everybody know about the schedule changes for next week.
Yeah, we gotta get the word out, remind everybody, and as the week progresses, remind them. Pardon the grammar, but we'll be starting the Mega Promises Kit at. Okay, now hang on, let me think. It's 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock my time, p.m. Central Time. And then we will be starting the Speakeasy at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central Time. Is that correct?
That's right. You got it. You got it.
You didn't think I was going to get that time right, did you?
No, not the Eastern.
I could see that smirk on your face. I've got a reverb. I can keep hearing myself.
Really?
I do. I don't know if y'all do, though.
I don't.
Okay. Well, you're what counts, I guess.
No, I don't hear it on our
purpose.
I don't hear it on my end, but
I hear myself reverb playing. I don't know why. It's strange.
Oh, I can hear a little tiny bit coming off of your side. Yeah. Oh, there's Denise.
So how is everybody this fine Labor Day evening? What did you do today, Mr. Phil?
I worked.
Did you celebrate?
I worked.
Did you labor on Labor Day?
Yes, I did.
I hear you. I labored a little, and then I thought, you know what? I don't feel very worky today. So I quit.
Yeah, I worked. Yeah.
Well, I hope you didn't work the whole day.
No, actually, I wasn't feeling good today.
You were feeling poorly? I hope you're better. Should I ask on air? You need any doctrine? You know I'm good for that.
No, I think I'm just worn out. Too many hours.
Well, I would think, yeah, for how long? I told you only can burn that candle for so long. Now, everybody out in the chat should agree with me on that. You can only burn the candle at both ends for so long before it catches up. And sometimes you have to. But, all good things must come to an end. We're hoping.
We'll see.
Miss Beth says we can tell you're not okay because you aren't even laughing. I know, you aren't even giving me heck.
Oh, yes.
By now, you usually have already played several rude little things around me or behind me or whatever without me knowing. Yeah, I should have looked that up.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You are just good to remember what happened to that woodpecker. Notice he hadn't been back. So I wouldn't torment this old Southern gal too much.
You murdered the woodpecker.
I didn't really, but I put the fear of God in him. Notice he didn't come back.
Watch out, Beto's going to come looking for you.
Oh, bring it! I'm tougher than that man, and I'll tip over, put my underwear on.
Beto's in Texas. Look out! He's going to come and take your guns too. He's going to put you on a red flag law.
Honey, did you see? I was really worried yesterday after the shooting that Governor Abbott was going to recoil and start clamping down. And instead, he doubled down, honey. I am saying Texas is leading the way. He is allowing open carry in more places. We can open carry in church. Students can store their weapons in their cars on campus, in universities. There were several things that he did. And I was going, well, I just like you more than ever. That's the way to go. So, because the libs are trying to turn Texas blue, guys. So it is all the more reason why it's also really important to remind you that we're going to have a special guest hopefully coming this weekend. If everything goes right, so y'all hold your mouths just right, Scott Presler will be joining us about how to maximize our votes and our presence in the voting booth with voter registrars. So if you are in Texas and you want to get involved, then the Dallas area has the 15th and the 16th. And I am not sure if I'm going to be able to spearhead that or not. So we're really looking for somebody that could. That would be responsible for getting the venue and working with the Republican people around to get the word out so that we could throw a shindig here for him. So everybody be sure and tell all your friends, blast it all week, because you know how forgetful people are once they get back to work, having to make up for a holiday weekend, because when you play, you pay. So because we're getting a day off, we're going to be working hard the rest of the week. So we got to remind everybody over and over again to come hear Scott Presler, because he's got other states and other cities available. So just wanted to remind everybody that we had Miss Kathleen, remember, last Saturday. Now, wasn't that a fun show? I'm sorry we did not get to all my wonderful material I had for last week, but you probably saw some of it anyway. But I did have some good ones in there. But sometimes I think camaraderie, and when we get a chance to get all together and rejuvenate our batteries and cuss and discuss and all that, I think it's so fun, don't you?
You talking to me or the audience?
Either or. Since you're the only one that can respond verbally, you, I guess. Everybody else can put it in chat.
I was sweating after all of that bing, 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 bing started happening.
That was freaky.
Yeah.
But they didn't get in, right? And all that. I think it's so fun.
Hold on. Okay. I'm trying to read the chat, but for some reason I can't see any of the chat except for in Discord. Okay, so what...
Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Lemon Tree.
What I figured out was, I think it came through Twitter for some reason. Because remember, I tried to play one of Scott Presler's videos, then I went to another one, that wouldn't play. It wouldn't even let me start the video. So, which is unusual because I can play those videos from Twitter like we do on our Promises Kept show all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
But nothing was happening. I was put on a block list called Block List 2. It's a liberal block list. Now, I don't know if that had anything to do with it because that happened on Saturday. That account's gone now, and I'm wondering if that account was causing trouble and was deleted by Twitter.
Yeah. Or they were one of those hit and runs. You know, a lot of times they hit and try to see if you've got a weakness that they can get through. And if they can't, they're going to the next poor sucker. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, you are more learned than most at the firewalls and all that kind of thing with your banking background.
Well, it was being blocked, but still, it just kept trying to infiltrate the system, and that's what the dinging noise you heard was.
What's that dinging was?
Somebody's asking the bing noise. It's like when you that bing when you try to close a box and it won't close.
Yeah, and it just kept happening, and it was going ding, 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 ding during the show. If you go back and replay the show from Saturday night, you'll hear it. It was pretty wild. We're all going, what is that noise?
Yes.
Did you double check what you or excuse me, I can't speak tonight. Did you find out what happened with your back door? Is seriously coming open?
Oh, I think a raccoon or something was down there.
Ooh, be careful. They can be rabid, you know.
We have a lot of fox, raccoon. It could have been a deer back there.
Well, we'll hope that was what it was. Because we had possums before that are pretty darn mean. You don't ever want to come across one of those things. And they're also rabid a lot. So pretty wild, huh? I know more about all that stuff than I want to.
People are saying they, I guess, never heard of. Oh, Beth Duffy never heard it, but well,
Beth, I don't know what it would have come across in your CC like. Do you?
Well, that's why we have, and I put it up on the screen. If somebody wants to email us, they can now at www.winningtv@protonmail.com. I'm trying to separate my personal and business emails from Twitter and everything like that because of what happened Saturday. Although on this computer, this is all I use it for. So, and it's not like I open any websites. The only websites I open are what you send me for the show, for Mega Promises Kept, and YouTube and Twitter, and of course Periscope. And Restream are the only sites there's only 10 websites I open total ever, and they're all trusted websites like Fox News, Breitbart, news websites, right? YouTube, Twitter.
I hate to say this, Phil, but did you ever think, because we know that at Jack and his terrible minions over at Twitter, and we know that the other socially liberal platforms that are around oftentimes might, share your information with people inadvertently. Excuse me if I get choked on that. Things of that nature. So you don't ever know where that could come from. There can be mischievous people coming from lots of directions.
Beth Duffy, I'm not blaming Doc Martin. I'm just. Did
you blame me?
No, I did not.
Did I miss that? He's blaming me?
All I said was, I'm just trying to say I only open trusted websites.
Oh, were you saying that it was my email? Is that what you're saying?
It was not. It was not.
Thank you, Beth. No. I didn't even see that. Well, it would not be for me. I can just promise you. I am virus free.
I suspect it came through Twitter because
it did too.
if you notice during the show when I brought up the screenshot of Twitter and tried to play several of Scott's videos, they would not even play. Which, I'm hitting the play button and nothing's happening. So I think that's when it started. But fortunately, the protections we have here prevent. I just wanted to make sure that they were not able to infiltrate the show or do something to the show while we were going. So I was closely monitoring that situation. And our show did go red for a few minutes during that time frame. So it's obvious somebody was trying to infiltrate the computer.
Well, the main thing is for everybody to, you can still rewatch it because I thought it was a lot of fun. I think we all cussed and discussed a lot of really important things. And I think that just the camaraderie and sometimes the, reset is good for us, So if you missed the revelry, be sure and go back and catch it. And I want to welcome, let's see here, we have Shaka Pro. I'm sorry, Shaka Pro, I guess that's the way you would pronounce it. SoCal, glad to see you, doll. Miss Bethy, we're always glad to see you. Fritzy. See, I never remember to go through and tell everybody welcome. RM Jones. Hi, honey bunny. So, I'm just glad to see everybody.
There's some Beth Duffy girl in there, too. She's driving me nuts. I think I'm going to mute her.
She's mouthy, isn't she? We like that about her ourselves.
Oh. That's why she's the mouth of the South, right?
The mouth of the South. And her trusty sidekick, Doc D-Nice.
D-Nice Martine.
That's right. Don't tell me I'm not diverse.
Tracy it looks like Tracy in Alaska. I'm looking at the bubbles right now.
I can't see them all.
SoCal Patriot, you said that, right?
I want to see a couple of them.
Crown Tiptoe.
So I hope everybody's had a great Labor Day.
Hello, Crown Tiptoe.
We have surely been rocked this weekend with tough news, haven't we?
Angie 445.
The Queen Bee, that's right, darling.
Jill Sanderson 5.
You don't ever want to feel the sting.
RM Johns
There's
35.
Tracy.
RM Johns. Hello. Fritz Ader, of course.
Fitzy. All of our buds.
Pat Golds. I'm trying to read all the names here. Lemon Tree for Truth. You dropped a bomb on me.
Where's Lemon Tree? I don't see her bubble.
Her bubble's black on my screen, but I see Lemon Tree for Truth. Lemon Tree for Truth. Hello, Lemon Tree. We got to have Lemon Tree on Speakeasy. We actually have to have a lot of people on.
Just belly up to the bar, Lemon Tree. Yeah. We would love to have you, darling.
The Queen Bee. B-E. Who's the
That's
Queen
right.
Bee?
Who's the Queen Bee? Excuse me?
The Queen Bee. RM
Queen
Johns.
Bee.
Hi, RM Johns. 35.
Jill Eaton is here. Tracy said no chat on her side.
Yeah, I have no chat on Periscope. That's not unusual, is it? I mean, happens all the time.
Good gracious. Half the time, no.
Especially on, a conservative Periscope. But you got to remember we're on DLive, YouTube. I think Chris Mack, was it Chris Mack that you told me about? Chris Mack said he was getting more people on YouTube now.
Yes, he said his numbers had grown on YouTube so much that he's getting more viewers there than he is on Periscope, because I think that Periscope kind of harasses us, so to speak.
Yes, but
Hi, Teresa.
Beth said no hurricane. I agree. Let's all pray for the people in that area. It looks like Arkansas has been Arkansided, right? According to CNN, that is now Georgia. Is that how it's working? I saw that on Twitter. They made a mistake.
I know, that was funny.
State. Yeah,
that was funny. I'm telling you, that the Bahamas, God bless them. It at one point was going 0 miles per hour, and they were getting gusts up to 220 miles an hour. For it to just sit there for as long as it has, guys, we just know it's going to be horrific damage and loss of life, I'm afraid. So we just really got to pray for them. Yes, Fritzy is pointing out that we still know that that the other platforms are just as well, let me see what's not going to get us kicked off.
Teresa, 1982
it's just as mischievous as
Teresa.
the others in a very evil way. Huh?
I said Teresa, 1982 just joined. Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
So, I guess...
Yeah,
original...
and Larry Norris, everybody, them out East Coast, like SC in Virginia, South Carolina and Virginia.
Well, we just went red again. I don't know why it's doing that. It just did it again, but we're still here. Yeah, it's going red. Don't know why it's doing that.
I'm not sure. Probably because I was talking ugly about them. I'll have to cease and desist. I guess they don't like the truth.
It hasn't done this in a long time.
Oh, you need to play that clip. They can't handle the truth. Remember?
Yeah,
Hard.
Well, has it gotten to Washington yet? Because that's where the server for Restream is, out of Washington.
I don't think so.
Oh, the chat. The chat just started working,
Smash.
and Ocean Nathan just joined. The chat in Periscope just started working for some unknown reason.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that something? Sounds like a user problem to me, Miss Beth saying. Beth, have you been having any bad weather yet? I saw some, for those of you who follow Jeff, Blue Shed Jeff Petrowski, I don't know exactly if that's exactly how you say his name, but he is so funny. He's the best weather chaser. And Beth did not know the history of the comment, the Blue Shed. So, for those of you who don't watch him on a regular basis, we were having a hurricane somewhere. I think it might have been, the one we had in Houston. But anyway, he was watching it, and it was going over, and he was in a car, he was parked in a cinder block car wash, and in front of him was a Blue Shed. And it looked like it was on its last leg the whole darn hurricane. And everybody kept going, it's going to go, it's going to go, it's going to go. And I mean, for hours and hours, and it lasted through the hurricane. So it has gotten to be a big joke with him.
Okay, so
there you have it, Miss Beth.
Everybody who's joined after the fact, the reason why we're on now was to tell you that Promises Kept is going to be moving to 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, 8 to 9, and 9 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday to 11 will be the Speakeasy Show. We're flip-flopping them. Also,
yes.
At the bottom we have winningtv@protonmail.com. You can email me, Doc and I, and we will get your emails. It's separated from everything else, so that I will get your email and see it. I don't trust Twitter DMs. Because you get a lot of spam. We also have the Patreon account, and we have a PayPal account now as well. Because unfortunately, this stuff, to run all the antivirus software, all the internet software, and Restream and all of that is becoming costly. So if you'd like to donate, you're more than welcome to. but you don't have to. You're more than welcome to watch us. Anybody's welcome to watch us anytime for free. But if you do want to donate to help us keep going and potentially add other shows, please feel free to do so. But we are flip-flopping some of the shows on Saturday.
Yeah, and we're extending the speakeasy for an extra 30 minutes because with all of our cussing and discussing, we never get through. So we just thought, since we only get together one time a week, we would just enjoy it while we could and just torture Phil just a little bit longer. You know, anything to harass a Yankee. So y'all got to get one for the Gipper and come join us every Saturday night for that 2 hours of the South versus the North. Notice which one I put first.
I agree. Fritzader, you know, it is, I can't work a third job. I work two now, 2 full-time jobs now. But, yeah, between trying to keep the invaders out of our system, to get a decent system going, the correct internet, Restream, and all of that, because if you don't use Restream, none of the shows go off correctly. They shut down on you, turn red, you know. So yes, I agree that I think it's part of the they're just trying to make it so costly that people drop out from doing it.
And so irritating because even when we've gotten everything that it requires, they mess with your streaming a lot of times. But lately we've been having less technical issues, so that has been better until Saturday night, and that might be just a sign that we are over the target. And I was being reminded tonight during Mark and Chris's show, their SmackDown show, that, you know, a cornered animal is the most dangerous. So, or an animal on the throes of dying. So we just have to really keep our heads on a swivel, be in prayer, and do everything we can to support our president and his agenda, and let the world know that we.
Yes,
So.
yeah, I agree. They are working hard overtime to get people. Well, we went back to red. Hopefully, we stay on. But they were working overtime to try to get people to get kicked off Twitter. You know, this block list is a prime example. Fortunately, that block list is gone and no longer on Twitter. But yes, they are working overtime to get people kicked off Twitter. I mean, I ended up on a block list, and I only have maybe close to 4,000, and they put me on a block list. I mean, seriously?
Wow. I don't even know. How would you know?
It told me I was added to a block list.
Oh.
Yeah, that block list has been deleted since then. It was called @blocklist2. So there must have been an.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
I clicked on it and it is gone.
Yeah, it is gone. So
makes you think that either they put it up to it or somebody nefarious did, and then once they did their damage, they got out. Or Twitter, which I highly doubt. Anybody nefarious, they don't seem to do much about.
Well, something like that they might, if they are using that Twitter to infiltrate others' accounts, they might actually do something about that, because then they're liable for that, any damage.
That could be.
It wouldn't surprise me if Twitter took them down, but because they can see when somebody's trying to infiltrate accounts. Hang in there, folks.
Well,
we went red,
I think
and it's trying to reconnect.
I think it has been a very telling weekend with, you know, all the things that have gone on. If anybody has missed Eric Swallowell's comments, they need to be sure and go on his timeline and let him know how they feel about his ugly, ugly, ugly reply to our shooting yesterday, where he said, "Yeah, great job to all those good guys with guns. Way to go! You did a great job stopping him." And oh, I am telling you, that just flat made me so mad I could not hardly see straight. I was trying to be nice, but I am telling you, that just flat pissed me off.
Well, Doc, are schools gun-free zones in Texas? They're all over the country, right?
No, they're not. Here, your campus can choose to train school personnel to have guns on campus. And that was the other thing that Greg Abbott did yesterday, was he is making it easier for them somehow. I didn't get to read the whole thing, but we just loosened the laws. And that's what I see. That is quintessential Texas spirit right there, guys. Instead of clamping down like a lot of other governors would do, and I was very fearful he would, Greg Abbott doubled down, and he made it easier to carry a gun. He said that the best defense is a well-armed militia, and that is us. That is Texas citizenry at its finest. So I just want to give a big shout out to my favorite governor right now, and that is Greg Abbott. And if he just keeps being so terrific, he might even be presidential material someday.
Kimmy Jong-un.
That would be after
Kimmy.
Don Jr., of course, 2024. Just saying.
Well, the liberals on Twitter are trying to twist the well-regulated militia into, well, that's the army. No, it's not. Hello. It's not the government. I mean, the army is the government. The National Guard is the government.
I'm sorry. That was like comparing our guns to the muskets of old. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The same lame argument. Those that do not know the Constitution. So, hi, Kimmy. We were just, again, I just want to reiterate again for those who just joined, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the Promises Kept show, followed by the Speakeasy show at 9 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. to 11 now Eastern Standard Time, so that we stop running into the 11 o'clock show with James R. and Ladies of Liberty.
Yes, and be on the lookout even before we start, because Chris has been scoping sometimes on Saturdays before we start at 8 o'clock on the Speakeasy. So everybody be looking out for our favorite pastor in Pirate, Chris. So, because I know he does a lot of times on Saturday afternoons. So it is going to be fun Saturday nights, mega style. That is right. Isn't it fun? What a wonderful, just loving group of friends we've got, patriots. It sure makes the tough times that we're in and the tough subject matter that we deal with, it sure makes that ride so much easier, doesn't it, guys? When you have other like-minded individuals. Don't let it go to your head, Yankee, but I'm still glad I found you.
What's on tonight is probably a Chris Mack at 10 o'clock. I'm guessing because it's Labor Day.
He had his SmackDown with Mark. They played it at, it was 6 my time, I think. And then he replays it at his usual time.
10 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 9.
And then Boogie, it should be on at 11.
Yes, I think he is Monday through Wednesday, with Kimmy rounding out the week on Thursday with her favorite things. Pardon me. So we've got a lot of great programming. And we had, pardon me, Stuck something down the wrong pipe. I'm sorry, guys.
Got a woodpecker down your throat?
Oh, hard. No, but I got choked. I'm sorry. But we were going to make a listing of everybody's favorite scopers and presenters, all of their favorite series that they watch, sites, platforms, all that kind of thing. So be sure and post it where we can make a comprehensive list so that everybody can spread the good word of particularly good scopes or channels that you find.
Yes, some of them are changing so fast, so it's hard to keep up. I had to make some adjustments to the scroll at the top, the show flip. So
it's hard to keep up, isn't it?
Yeah, we had we had to change ours because we'd get to discussing on Speakeasy, and before you knew it, it was 10:30. So.
Yes, we just once we get started, it's hard to stop because we don't get to do it but once a week. So
yeah, once you get that,
have a lot to cuss and discuss with the POTUS we've got these days.
Once you get that Beth Duffy talking, she never shuts the hell up. I mean, jeez.
I know. I'm saying she's a mouthy old broad, isn't she? Well, that's why we like her.
Oh,
that's one of the things I like best about her. And you know what? Hey, did everybody kind of catch today? They were talking about the press had been complaining about having a hard time keeping up with POTUS. I think that is so funny to contemplate all these people that are half his age complaining that they can't hardly keep up with him, and he's doing it for free. And he's 74 years old.
Yeah. Puddle Mama joined in. Yes, CDO for Jesus. And CDO for Jesus has the updated schedule. Usually, if somebody doesn't tell her, like I haven't told her yet, but I will this week let her know that the hours have changed.
So y'all be sure and tell everybody. Don't forget, spread the word, and then keep reminding them because everybody forgets. They get busy with their real lives and forget. So set your Surrey, write it on your calendar, make you a Post-it note, whatever it takes, but be there or be square because that's where all the fun is where all of us patriots get to cussing and discussing.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully we don't have any issues this Saturday. That's just a shame. I was anticipating that was going to happen eventually. We weren't going to escape because even last night, the TAV show had some issues again for some reason. Not sure what happened there, but they got shut down and came back a couple times, I think. And I know on Ladies of Liberty, they've been shut down a few times right in the middle of a show, so it's not surprising. Our time was due. Right, Doc?
Yes. And Fritz brought up a good point. She was saying, hang on, let me see if I end up with that, swiping myself out. She's saying the list we want is to include more YouTube, Periscope, and Q-friendly shows. So, yes, ma'am. That is a big 10-4. So, because a lot of times, the best referral you can get is that of a friend that is someone that thinks very similar to you. So, I always enjoy that.
The other thing is,
not understand that.
I think we've always said we welcome everybody here. We don't care if you follow Q, if you don't follow Q.
Yes, sir.
It's all about trying to win back the House and keep Donald Trump in office, and that's all that matters, in my opinion, has always been. And you can look back on Chris Mack's shows where I've said information is key. It doesn't matter where the information comes from. If it's legit, then we should be looking at it. And it doesn't matter who is providing it. So.
Yes, and you know what? I do think that, like we've talked about before, I think most of the patriots that we know are very discerning about looking at the big picture and putting the points of interest in their slot. And that way, as you look at the tapestry, you get to see the pattern. You get to see all of the information for you to receive or to reject. And what I think, time oftentimes proves whether something is pertinent to our cause or not. And so I just don't want to close myself off to anything that could help me be better armed in the war of information, because the mainstream media would like nothing else than to control every bit of information we get, so that they could tell us how to think, what to think, everything. And I'll be darned if I'm going to let that happen. So I try to make myself available to everything out there and use a discerning eye, along with the good help of the Lord, the good Lord, and the magic of time to help you decide if it's a pertinent information. And it's like, James always says, if you're really watching, there's many times you're going to have to regroup. So I don't know about y'all, but one of the things that I just want to say is I haven't been the least bit put back over James Comey not being prosecuted. Were you, Phil?
No.
I knew that was coming. We expected that. That did not rock my boat, did not rock my vote, did not rock my faith, did not rock anything. I knew it was coming, so, when you see the swell coming, then you're prepared. You ride it out.
Why waste?
I just don't get anybody getting their knickers in a twist over it.
Why waste time trying to prosecute him on basically small crimes?
And they can circle back to it when they bring the bigger charges.
They can certainly add them when they bring the bigger charges, and I'd rather see the bigger charges with all of these other charges added than to try to prosecute him with these small crimes that he may or may not get off. But when you combine everything together, which they can do, there's
his
more.
Goose is going to be cooked.
Well, the likelihood of him being prosecuted is much greater.
I agree. And, I'm just one of those people that you just don't. Patience is a virtue. You just got to be patient. It doesn't matter what. So I'm patient. I'm in it for the long haul, and I'm in it to win. What are you giggling at?
Nothing.
What?
Oh, we got some more people that joined. We got Puddle Mama, I think I said her name. Niederheim 123. I'm not sure who that is, but welcome aboard, Niederheim. I hope you're. I'm saying.
Scott
I'm hope
from
I'm
West
not.
Texas.
Oh, Scott of West Texas. I hope I'm not butchering your name and doing a Chris Mack to your name, Niederheim.
Really? Bread maker.
That's Niederheim. Oh, I love my buddy Chris.
It's Niederheim.
Chris Mack, my buddy, my brother.
Pardon
from
my
another
co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frustater was saying Comey's lawyers could have called POTUS to testify regarding the leaked memos. And nada. Isn't going to happen. So, yes, if that, I didn't realize that, Fritzy. Thank you for pointing that out. But you just can't waste your ammo. You got to be patient. And thank God our president is one of the most patient men when it comes to strategy and winning that I have ever seen. So, What are you giggling at?
Oh, Breadmaker 62.
I thought Niederheim had been too. I've seen Niederheim before. We're so glad you came, doll.
Hey, Breadmaker. Breadmaker 62 joined. So, yeah, I think it's a waste of time to even try to prosecute Comey on these.
But put a 1 in the chat if it rocked your faith, or put a 2 if you knew it was coming and you are still got your eye on the prize. 1 for it rocked your faith a little bit. 2 for I'm keeping my eye on the prize. I bet we have a lot of 2s in our group.
We'll see. It'll be about 20 seconds before they get the question. So.
Okay.
So it's just a waste of time. I think James is 100% spot on. Although I don't think he brought up the fact that once the grand jury is impaneled for the other crimes regarding FISA abuse, that these additional charges can be added. So everybody should just be calm and think that, he may be getting away with it for right now, but that doesn't mean
it ain't going to be a long time.
That doesn't mean they're not going to be added. Oh, why censored? Are you chopped liver? No,
that
you're
was
not
Beth
chopped
saying,
liver.
am I chopped liver to Kimmy?
Oh.
Well, I did see a very interesting video where President Trump was talking years and years and years ago. I can't remember who he was talking to, but it was a little slice, and I had kind of forgotten about it. But he was talking about how if someone had done him wrong in business, and they could have just as easily helped him, that he would never forget it, and that he would always seek retribution. So to me, that was a reminder that the man takes notes, that he is patient, and that the first mistake that most people make about their enemy is underestimating them. And I think that they continue to underestimate our wonderful POTUS. I'm not sure why, but it might be God blinding them for all I know.
It's my country to one says that I in the prize Clinton, and I'm glad you added Obama, because I certainly believe at this point it leads to Obama. At least all of the evidence is pointing to the Obama administration illegally spying
all the way up to Obama
to ensure a Clinton victory. So.
And I think that I'm hopeful, unlike other people, that they will go all the way up to Obama and nail his sorry, traitorous, lying, scheming, blackmailing, evil, deep state cabal ass to the wall. Just saying. He sold our country out, so did she. I want them both. If it was up to me, we'd be bringing back public hangings. Everybody'd be putting their Sunday best on, and we'd all be going up there to take our popcorn and throw it at them as they hung. I'm just sorry.
I agree.
I think that's how traitors they were.
Pern45 joined the chat, and Pern45 says all roads lead back to Obama, and obviously yes. Obama knew everything that was going on. They try to play this game that he didn't know. Well, he also didn't know that Hillary Clinton had a private email server, although he was emailing her on that private server for a few years before she got caught. So, and he had a private email as well. So why do you do that unless you have something to hide? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're off government servers. Right. You're trying to hide something. So what are you trying to hide? They're trying to hide the fact that they were trying to ensure a Democrat victory in 2016.
Yeah, because basically Obama knew that was going to be his third term, and that they were going to sell out America We all know that, or I think the majority of people that I know have agreed that their plan was the 16-year plan to take over America. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if it would have taken 16 years. I
well,
think
Doc, let me interrupt you.
Wars, and we would have been.
Let me interrupt you quickly. Not Obama's third term; it is their third term. They're they're all together in on this.
That's true. That's very true. Hey, we had another guest join us, Rockin' America too. Hey, darling, I'm so glad to see you. Glad you came to see us. And Jules Jacobs just joined us. We're glad y'all came, guys.
Hi, Jules. Well, I got to say that it's, I think, in conjunction with, and I think we'll find out, the UN and Agenda 20, what was 2020 at one point, or 2010 at one point, now it's 2030. But this UN plan to, that there won't be any sovereign countries, right? Open borders throughout the world.
And did you see their little gal pal, AOC, tweet out that she thought that she wanted, wasn't it AOC that tweeted out that she wanted the
Elon Omar. She wants the UN to take over the U.S. borders.
Yes. Now, I'm just telling you, that will happen over patriots' cold, dead bodies. That will not ever happen.
That's just for a representative of the Congress to tweet out that she thinks the UN should take over the U.S. borders. They are not hiding it now. Absolutely. Beto O'Rourke today or yesterday. We will come and take your guns. That's it.
Right.
If I'm president, we will just take them. Elon Omar, the UN needs to take over borders. I say
give it your best shot, bucko. One of us ain't going to be walking away from it, and I bet you ain't nothing that's going to be you.
Well, what they're doing is they're dangling the carrot over here with free health care, free, what is this now, Andrew Yang and his crazy plan of you're going to get $1,000 a month regardless if you're under a certain income level. They're dangling the carrot over here. And in the meantime, on the other side, they're now telling you that you can have free health care, you can have free everything, but you have to give up your guns, you have to give up the border, you have to give up this, and this, all the things we're against. You have to give them all up. You have to give up your freedoms to get the carrot, right? Mm-hmm. You want free health care, you got to give up your freedom to do so.
That's right. That's right. They want total control. And did you see where Gavin Newsom was widening the number of people that are illegal aliens that they are paying for their community college? And he acknowledged that he was working on giving them rent and food and everything. They are promising cradle to grave like they always do, with everybody else's wallet attached to their agenda. There is not enough money in the world that we can do that for everybody. So
what they're doing is
see what they are doing and what they're promising.
When conservatives on Twitter or even reasonable Democrats make the argument that we don't want to be Venezuela, the immediate response is, we're not talking Venezuelan style socialism. We're talking a different socialism. No, it's the same damn thing. You have to give up your guns, right? You have to give up guns.
Yeah, you mean the one that always eventually ends up in communism?
Yes, that's
the one that
it's gonna. The plan is you will have zero freedoms. The government will control everything, and you'll get that free health care. Maybe not, right?
Oh well, yeah, but the health care, even if you get it, it ain't going to be what you want or need. We've already seen examples of that.
You can also choose your favorite dumpster to eat out of once they take over.
And I hope you're not attached to your pets or your zoo animals because you'll be eating them. Welcome to socialism. And you see a fine example of that. Today, or yet this weekend, Will of Will and Grace, whatever his name is in real life, joined his absolutely fascist she's just a left-wing libnut to the extreme, Deborah Messing, in saying that, they want the people that are supporting Trump to be outed, and the ones that donate or go to anything in Hollywood where they won't work with them and all that kind of thing. Well, do you see any conservative espousing a dictatorship like that? Do you see anybody else putting their thumb on you like that from the right? No, it's all from the left. They want to kill your babies. Next, they'll be sending our old people off the cliff because they're not, and our special needs kids because they're not going to be convenient. They'll be too expensive. And then they'll be coming for all of us guys as they disarm us. And that's why the founding fathers put that in the Constitution. It wasn't just our safety in hunting, like protecting your home. It was so that the government would always fear us. That's why we have never been invaded yet, is because the number of guns we have in this country and the patriots that are going to be manning them.
Now, a couple people, Doc, in the chat said socialism is socialism. I think it was R.M. Johns, and it could have been Tigress. Socialism is socialism. I'll go a step farther. Progressivism is socialism. They've just changed the names to sweeten it up a little bit. No, we're making progress. The progress towards socialism. It's progressivism is socialism. Mm-hmm. If you listen to every single progressive idea in their platform, it's socialist. Every single one of them. Government-run healthcare, right? A living wage. All the the government will provide you with a paycheck, right? That's the same thing Venezuela said. Exactly. So how is that socialism different than Venezuelan socialism? It's not. The first thing you have to do, though, is give up your guns. And if you don't give them up, we'll come and take them. They are saying it now.
They do. They're warning you. They're telling you, vote for us. We'll raise your taxes. We'll take your guns away. We'll let them kill the babies in the womb till up to the moment of birth. And if they live through that, you can murder them after they get out. That's who they are. That's the ugly, ugly truth. And for people that continually want to look the devil in the face and say, oh, the devil isn't real, don't buy that garbage. He's very much real. And that's who he wants you to believe is right. Is these people that do not support life, that do not want you to have good paying jobs, that want everybody to support illegal aliens because they want a new voter base over Americans. So don't waste your vote for people like that. Put it towards somebody that is going to put forth the ideals that America is great because of the people who live here. And you'd be darn lucky to be one of us.
That's right. And Doc, I just don't get that. You see Beto's tweet about we will take your guns, by force if necessary, and it's unbelievable. All the people tweeting, yes, do it now. I just, I just don't understand. They cannot see it.
Because we let, there's people out there that they are young enough that they do not really understand what they're advocating for. They have been fed liberal mainstream crap from the time that they were knee-high to a grasshopper because we sat back and let them. And we're reaping the benefits of that with people that do not understand. The only thing that stands between us and tyranny is the patriots that have guns.
That's right. I mean, they just don't see it. It's just hard to, well, no, it's not hard to believe because our schools have been government run, which, I mean, they've been completely infiltrated by the socialists and the communists. Every single damn school out there it has a communist agenda, socialist agenda inside of the school. I mean, if you walk into your local school, you'll see posters on the wall. It's indoctrination everywhere.
It is, and we've allowed it. We've sat back and been silent too long, guys. And it's important that if we're ever going to change the course of America in the long run, we've got to go back and do some damage control with our youth. Now, I think that they're saying that is it Gen Z? They are a little bit more conservative, but my understanding is that, the millennials are still being hoodwinked. So we got to get the truth out there. We got to keep red-pilling people everywhere we go. Talk to people, ask them, talk to the everyday folks that you run into and talk to, so that we can spread the word and open up dialogue. I saw Enabler A tonight, and he was visiting with a young man that saw the MAGA hat as something racist, and they were having actual respectful dialogue. And that's what's going to change hearts and minds, I think.
The problem is, the mainstream media, I don't know if it's that big of a problem, but the problem is the people who watch it are running around telling everybody parroting the progressive socialist talking points they hear on the DNC channels like MSNBC, CNN, ABC, CBS. They're all an arm of the Democrat Party. Every single one of those channels. So it's difficult. It's an uphill battle. And even after the president, even if he wins, we win the House, it's still going to be an uphill battle for decades. It's not going to be something that gets resolved in the next 4 to 5 years or 6 years. These people will be around for a long time. Now, they're not going away, ever. There's always going to be some liberal, socialist, progressive out there that's going to try to restart it. So we after a certain point, we're going to have to be vigilant, but it'll always be there. So I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble in the chat, but it will always be there.
I think, though, that there's going to be a major difference when the fate of big tech and some of this comes to fruition, because I do believe, I know Q has alluded to it, and I know several other people in the new media world has alluded to the fact that they think that when this big D class comes and all the chips fall, that a lot of these people that are in the media that have been mockingbirds are going to be revealed, and that we may have, a chance at making some changes. So I'm hopeful.
But
I don't think it'll win the war, but I think it'll definitely.
If you look at 5,000 years of history, the pendulum always swings. So
it does.
50 years from now, we may be facing
we'll be right back at it.
Another rise of progressives trying to take over again. So
I'm sure we will.
You always have to be vigilant.
That's why Was it Reagan that said that the torch of freedom is on? Was it Reagan or before that? That the torch of freedom um, is one generation away from extinction. That we all have to teach our young people. So I know I am, and I know everybody in here has been really working towards that.
Doc, I'll be right back. You keep talking to the to the viewers. I'll be right back.
Well, thank you very much. Of course, just put me on.
I know I can count on you for that.
I was just sitting out in my backyard minding my own business when all of a sudden my cohort in crime goes, "I'm live. You want to join me?" So I was not prepared to host a show or anything, but I'd be happy to sit here and visit. Hey, I see Earth Citizen is with us. I'm so glad to see you, darling. Glad you came to see us again. We're always trying to bring in new viewers. We were just reminding everybody that we're changing the times on Saturday night. We're going to be having MAGA Promises Kept first, and it will begin at, let me think of this, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7 my time, from 7 to 8, or from 8 to 9, and then from 9 to 11 is going to be the speakeasy, and that way we'll have 2 hours to visit and not step on Ladies of Liberty. So we're trying to make sure that everybody knows to update their Siri, have them set up reminders that you want to join us starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. So let's see what everybody's saying. Well, I'm just so glad you think so. Thank you, Wayne. I love you too, darling. And let's see what Earth Citizen said. Liberals aren't making babies, so given enough time, their ideology technically could die out. That's true, but the problem is I think that in America, conservatives are making babies at the same rate. So we may cancel each other out. We need really to keep up. Our biggest threat is not making enough babies to regenerate the numbers in America, because Islam is committed to outpopulating us in a very short amount of time, and they're making good progress at it. Thank you, Breadmaker. It was a lot of fun. Oh, thanks, Kimmy. You just share away, darling. But so everybody that is of childbearing years, y'all get busy making us more babies to turn into patriots. I've done my bit for King and Country. It's your turn. I am not going back to that. I have been there, done that. As my country is saying, because we can't afford to have babies. I know we couldn't in the past, but now we can. Because, guys, we have jobs. And for the first time in many, many years, our wage levels are going up. So it's not just more jobs. We're making more money, and people are spending it and feeling more confident. And don't believe the recession talk, because that's all mainstream media. Yeah, our citizens saying, get up there, make us some more babies. I'm with him. And if you can't make more, then just practice. That'll make you happy. Okay, we're going to get away from that topic. Come on back, Phil.
Come back,
save me.
And I
save
hear
me from myself.
about making babies. What the heck is going on here? I can't leave the show for 5 minutes. It goes off the rails.
Saying, what happened? I didn't mute. No, I'm sorry, Pernell. I muted you accidentally. Hang on. I don't know why I did that. All I did was hit reply. Hang on. Unmute user. Pernell. Okay. So maybe he's going to come back. I'm sorry, Pernell. They gave me access to the administration on the show, and that was a major mistake, because gosh only knows what trouble I'm going to get into.
Did you unmute him?
Yeah, I did. Fritzy said, don't let ISIS win by having more sex. Okay, Wayne's saying, I'm in South Georgia trying to see what this monster storm is going to do. I know, darling. We are praying for y'all. We talked about that earlier. So, we are really praying for y'all. We are just asking the Lord to turn it out into the ocean and not let it bring harm to any of our land. So,
I had to.
we will be there with you in spirit.
I had to run and take a bio break, and then I grabbed some beer because, as Ben Franklin says, God made beer and wants us.
Where's my shot of tequila, honey?
Ben Franklin said God
I didn't
made
see
beer.
my drink. Did you bring me one?
Ben Franklin said God made beer because he wants us to be happy. So I'm trying to be happy.
He did. Well, I am sure he was right then. He was a ne'er-do-well, but he was smart on that one, wasn't he? But no, I didn't see my drink. I thought you were going to get me one.
I can mail it to Texas.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that might take a while. I could probably just go to the freezer myself.
So
somebody was telling me that they had a hangover on beer the other day, and I was going, well, your first problem is because you weren't drinking tequila. You don't have that problem with tequila.
So is Beto, does anybody know in the audience, is Beto O'Rourke polling at 1%? Or is he still...
I heard he wasn't even at 1%. Today they said he was at 0.000000001. So I think that's about right.
Oh, Beto? Yeah. He's at 0.00.
Like 000. I mean, it was so infinitesimal, it's not even registering.
If he thinks that this gun thing is going to help him, I think he's lost his marbles. I think this is a last-ditch effort to get over 1%, but that didn't work so well for Eric Swalwell, did it?
Well, I'm thinking that if you didn't already know he was nutso by his poems from when he was young and his flailing Gumby-like arms and his having to marry a heiress to make his money and daddy's bankrolling his campaign, daddy-in-law, and all the other idiotic things like tearing down existing wall. I mean, now, what moron would say that?
Citizen thought we were in front of the same brick wall, Doc.
Do what, baby?
Citizen thought we were in front of the same brick wall.
Oh, he did? Did you think we were in the same place? Oh, Earth Citizen. You were teasing, right? You don't really think I'm up there with that Yankee, do you? Now, we're going to have to talk, honey. I'm just saying. No, this is the North versus the South. We're, I would say bi-coastal, but we're not. We're by, what would you call us?
We're combining forces to,
Yes, we're burying the Civil War hatchet, so to speak, and teaming up for MAGA, but only for MAGA. No. Poor Phil did not know when he asked me to be his co-host that he was signing up for trouble for probably the next 15 years.
That long, huh?
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that you had that much to look forward to, did you?
No. Oh.
Well, you know, you divorce wives, kids grow up and leave you. You know, family. You leave family behind when you leave and cleave to your wife. But internet co-hosts are forever. There's no mechanism to get rid of us. See? So we're just going to keep meeting here until we're old and gray.
Oh, good grief. I
know it's scary, isn't it?
Oh, you get out of prison faster.
You ought to spend a day in my mind. That would really freak you out.
You get out of prison sooner for murder, don't you?
Huh?
You get out of prison sooner for murder, don't you?
I beg your pardon? Did I miss something?
Nothing.
I'm not in jail for murder yet.
Yeah.
I hadn't found a man worth going to jail for yet. I hadn't killed one of you yet. I wanted to a few times, but I hadn't done it.
So just I'm going to reiterate again that for people who just joined, that we're flip-flopping the shows and starting a little earlier on Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time for Mega Promises Kept, and 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Speakeasy until 11. So that we
Are you
don't
hearing
run.
that reverb? I hear constant reverb all the time.
Oh, really? It must be your on your end. I don't hear it.
Okay.
So we don't run over Ladies of Liberty again another week. So, and we get a little more time on Speakeasy. That'll be 2 hours now. Oh, sorry. So
Kira and Zach are collaborating
geez.
and using Grammarly along the way.
Sorry,
In the
I'm
past,
playing around
Kira
with
and
other
Zach-
stuff at the same time. Okay. So, Doc,
Yeah, babe.
how do you like that Joe Biden?
Oh, please. Oh, I just saw that I was talking to somebody. Hey, get hit by me. I thought I felt something breathing down my neck. Hey, you didn't ever play my video Saturday night.
What video?
Don't even go there with me. The one I sent you about D Nice, Dr. D Nice.
Oh, you sent it to me? I didn't see it.
Don't go there with me. You are jumping on my last nerve.
I'll save it for Saturday for the show.
All right. But that is my Dr. D Nice's response to Chris and them.
So, once again, I'm going to reiterate that the show, Mega Promises Kept, is going to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and Speakeasy is going to 9 p.m. Eastern Time until 11. So we're going to have 2 hours of Speakeasy after Mega Promises Kept at 8 p.m. with Doc and Phil, myself. What else? D Nice Martine will be on both shows. Phil
Now
minus
we have
3
a
now.
bunch of MAGA patriots on the other. So y'all be sure and come and join us.
Yes, and
We'll
we
be
have an
back.
email address there. If you want to email us, you can at winningt_TV at protonmail.com.
All right. Well,
So,
I
we
think
got-
everybody ought to mark their calendars and share it.
Who
Yes,
is in
that's
here
the same
under my
fellow.
name?
You're on both too. Yes, because there wouldn't be a show without him. So, all right. Well, I see our numbers are dropping off. We probably ought to round it up, unless there's something else you wanted to talk about in particular.
No, not really. I just came on for 10 minutes or so. That was like almost an hour ago.
See, that's why it always is when we get together. We get to giggle and have fun.
Give Mega Promises Kept 2 hours, Brian.
Brian.
71976. Well, maybe we can. I don't know. Look at doing
He
it.
won't even give me a bathroom break, Brian. I can't do 4 hours now with that Yankee. No, I'm joking.
Well, we should probably. I was thinking about maybe we should look down the road at doing Promises Kept another day during the week as well.
Well, you know what? We may have to keep up because we're fixing to get into the campaign season, guys.
Right.
So there may be so much winning to do to keep up on, and we're gonna have to be, everybody sharing all the information about vetted candidates. And I just found out that my little congressman is not running again, so I've got to get busy vetting the people around here. So if everybody will kind of start looking at who's running and who's not rerunning in your area, because we've got to really vet these people to make sure that they're going to support our POTUS, because we have got to take the House. I mean, guys, I really feel like it's going to be a landslide with POTUS, but we can't rest on our laurels. But where we've really got to fight the fight, because of all the rhinos and the people that are, dressed like conservatives but are not, we've really just got to, be so vigilant to win the Congress and up our lead in the Senate. That's where, I'm telling you, that's where our real challenge is. Because POTUS is one man, and he cannot do it all without their help.
I took Joe Biden off you. Everybody's telling him to be nice to you. I don't know why, but...
Oh, see? Because they love me. And like some people, no, I'm joking.
Oh, boy.
I noticed, I noticed one day I didn't realize that Joe was breathing down my neck, and I sat up, and I noticed that Joe was a little bit more handsy than I was expecting.
Joe was squeezing the Charmin there.
Honey, that man would draw back a knife. I just think he's so disgusting. And I'll tell you what it boils down to for me, is when a lot of people are not aware, but when he was vice president, he would swim nude in front of his Secret Service agents just to make them uncomfortable. He's a pervert, just like Epstein. I'm telling you. And that man, that's when it cemented that I just think he is the most disgusting, vile human being ever.
And just a reminder, folks, you are welcome. I got the email up there. You are welcome to email us. So please feel free to do so. Please, no spam. No spam.
Him. No, y'all. Come on, spam him. No,
I like spam, but not that kind of spam.
Ooh, I like spam and tomato sandwiches.
Oh.
It's got to be really, really. It's got to be, sliced thinly, and you've got to fry it until it is just almost like a board. It is so crispy. And woo, I'm telling you, with a good tomato, it's good stuff. I'm just saying.
That doesn't sound too appealing, but.
Well, you hadn't been at my house to try it yet. I thought you Yankees ate spam too. No?
Yeah, I've eaten spam before.
Yeah, well, don't be acting like you're too good for me now.
It's not as bad as...
We were poor and we had to eat it when I was growing up.
Southern Pennsylvania, they have, in Delaware, they have scrapple, which is spam, but 10 times saltier. It is disgusting.
What was it called?
Scrapple.
I've never heard such.
It's basically spam. Ew. All the parts that are left over.
I've seen possum grits at the store, canned possum grits. Ew, doesn't it sound gross?
Yes, yeah. It does. Possums are dirty. They're like rats.
They're nasty. Yeah. They're big rats is what they are. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. You can come eat at my house anytime, honey. Just saying.
You might get some possum grits if you eat there, Brian.
No, I just said I saw them. I don't eat those. You might get a big mess of greens, but you ain't eating possum grits at my house. You might get grits with sugar and butter.
What are grits? You're going to feed them grits?
Well, if you want them, I might, or for breakfast we might, or for supper. Sometimes, if you have breakfast for supper, do y'all ever do that?
Once in a while, yeah.
Biscuits and gravy and eggs and real thick bacon cooked up really crisp with orange juice, homemade squeezed orange juice. Oh, yum.
Grits.
It's good supper.
So, Brian, if you go there, you're going to get grits.
You might. You might not, Brian.
Sure.
You might get a big old steak.
I heard of grits.
Who knows?
I've actually never seen a grit before.
Yeah. I've never seen a grit. Isn't that funny? I am saying, you can tell some people's cornbread's not cooked all the way in the middle. Oh, Harley came. Hey, Harley. And Rusty just joined us. Our whole gang. And Glory Warrior.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, and possums are meaner than Junkyard Dog, Glory Warrior, and often rabid. So you got to be real careful with them. They've got really nasty claws and stuff. You know, there is no wrong time to eat breakfast.
Again, just so everybody knows, for the people that just joined, Mega Promises Kept on Saturday night will be moving to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Maybe that'll help Chris Mack get the time zones right, and because he's always wrong. And the Speakeasy will be 9 to 11 Eastern on Saturday, and maybe in the future here, D Nice and I will be on another night with another Mega Promises Kept as the campaign gets rolling. We'll see.
Yes, Fritz Hader pointed out that grits are from corn. It's kind of it's like corn that's been grated up, and cream of wheat is from, of course, wheat, and it's a much finer consistency.
Sure.
Cheese grits, hush puppies, and
Actually,
dishes.
never seen a grit before.
Yum. Wayne, you are my kind of man. Yes, thank you, Fritzy. We'd all need to keep contributing Mega Promises material of winning, because we got to point it out. Because remember, the mainstream media puts negativity on everything, negative spin on everything. So it's us to spread the good word. And in fact, I know I made a dent. Did I tell you about my vet? And I had a very interesting conversation about POTUS, and I called up the other day to the vet's office to get some more cat food, and her boyfriend answered, and we were visiting. He said very teasingly, much to his credit, he said, "Yeah, I understand you're a big Hillary supporter and that you voted for Hillary." I laughed my head off. I am telling you. I had to, because otherwise I would have had to take his head off, and Dr. B would have been upset with me. She is a good vet. I hate to lose her like that.
You can send Mega material to winning_TV at protonmail.com, as long as it's vetted material. Some of the sites I know out there post things that aren't true, so we have to be careful about that. But yes, you are more than welcome to send MAGA material or any other suggestions to winning_TV at protonmail.com. You are also also able to contribute to the show at patreon.com/winning_TV or PayPal me/winningtv. As this stuff gets expensive, folks, all of the internet, the restream, all of that costs money. So if you want to contribute, you can. If you don't, that's fine too. You're more than willing to watch for free on DLive, YouTube, Twitch, or Periscope. Or as Pete Santilli calls it, pedoscope. Pete Santilli calls Periscope.
Call it again?
He calls it pedoscope.
Pedoscope? Yeah, it's about the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting pretty bad, Periscope. They allow a lot of young kids on here, or people doing things with young kids, which is pretty disgusting. But, that's everywhere now in the world. And if you see it, report it. But don't go looking for it.
Yep. Hey, if anybody finds while they're looking a cure for skunk, my kitty got sprayed last week. As
tomato
most people
juice.
may be aware. And yeah, but I can't do that because my kitty's white. And if I put tomato juice on him, the local lib nuts might try to steal him for their mascot, a pink zebra. So I gotta find something else. I think I heard maybe milk that. Does that work? Does anybody know? Because he's really still very stinky. They got him flat in the face. It was sad. Hard. I just didn't want him to kidnap him for their mascot.
No, that Duffy milk doesn't work. It's tomato juice. You got to use tomato juice.
I know, but I thought I heard milk does too.
Nah, it doesn't work.
No?
No. Better get some tomato juice.
Tomato juice? Because, we do have some Beto signs down the street. They might take him in captive as their mascot. See, Scott heard milk too. Okay.
We're going to try to rainbow up your cat.
Stinky cat or orange cat, you pick.
Oh, I don't think it'd be orange. I think it'd be pink.
I'm saying. Beth's going to call in, she said. I love you too, Kimmy. I'm just glad y'all don't disown me.
Is Madonna going to wear your cat as a hat at the next rally?
I haven't asked the vet yet. I gotta ask her, but we had the three-ring circus at my house last week because my husband woke me up in the middle of the night because my daughter had been throwing up and I didn't hear her. And so when I got up, Rusty had stayed out that night and he was scratching at the door, so I ran to the door to let him in while I was getting all my stuff to go to Dr. Haley. And he came in and he had been sprayed flat in the face and chest. He was foaming and frothing and shaking his head and just in bad straits. And of course I just pick him up without thinking. And I'm going, oh, David, get up, you gotta help me. And so David gets up, I hand him the stinky cat, and I go see about my kid, and I walk in the room, she goes, oh, Mama, you just made me so sick, you smell like a skunk. So I'm telling you, I've had to wash everything in my house, but I'm trying to figure out a way to make my kitty cat not so stinky without making him a target for the left-wing lib nuts. We can't have one from our own going to the dark side,
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
I'm saying there is always something at my house. It is a good thing we don't have secret cameras aimed here. Y'all would laugh 24/7, I'm saying. It is the worst smell ever. Ah, Lord have mercy. So I've been trying to figure out everything I can. I need to sit down and query it again. I'm not going to go to Google. That's for darn sure. I'll go to DuckDuckGo. I'm going to, Glory Warrior. I was loath to tell her that I had let my baby get sprayed like that.
Hey, Doc,
we just
coming up on the screen is a picture of your cat on someone's head.
Do what?
Coming up on the screen is a picture of your cat on somebody's head.
Of my cat on somebody's head?
Mm-hmm. What happened to your cat? Poor kitty.
Where? I don't see him.
It's up on the Periscope screen. Look on Periscope.
I'm looking. Oh, wait. Oh, you are not nice. I know.
There's Doc Martin's kitty.
No. I've still been loving on him, Scott. I just washed. I put a sheet on and over my clothes, and I still love on him and everything. He's the one that had never been in a house or anything, so he doesn't require a whole lot. He won't let you love on him a lot, but I still do. But I know, Fritzy. I should ignore him.
Oh.
Those people, that's the kind of people that would kidnap him. I am saying, going, oh, here, pink little pussycat. Here, little pink pussycat. Yes, you do, Beth. And you better come.
All right, Doc. I think Chris Mack just went live, so.
Well, we can't step on the the SmackDown, can we?
No, we don't want to step on the Mac Daddy there. So thank you everybody for joining as always, and again, reminder, 8 p.m. Eastern Time is Mega Promises Kept on Saturday, and 9 p.m. to 11 is the Speakeasy with Doc Martin, myself.
Oh, look here.
Kimmy Wise Censored, and a whole other host, the Mouth of the South, Beth Duffy. Who else am I missing? Scottard, Stefan, all of our other co-hosts, and hopefully we can get, I don't know if Scott Pressler, we don't know yet, right, about Saturday for Scott. He might be on Promises Kept, he might be on Speakeasy, we're not sure.
We're planning on him being on both, providing his schedule is going to work out with everything that's going on with the weather and some other related activities. But he is planning on being on the show.
Okay.
I will let y'all know closer to the end of the week, confirmation for sure. We're just kind of waiting to make sure, well, several different factors for him. But he is working towards that.
Great. So hopefully we can get him on Promises Kept, because most of our show is about Scott Pressler anyway.
I told him that. I said, if I didn't know better, everybody thinks I have a thing for you. I guess they didn't think I knew you were gay. But I said, I do love you, honey, and I just want to support everything you do, because I put you on the show all the time. And he was going, oh, my Lord. And this woman is wanting me to come stay at her house. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
It should be interesting. As long as we can keep Kimmy on the Speakeasy show from sniffing his hair, it should be a good show. Right, Kimmy?
I know you gotta keep Electrolex away from him. I'm sorry, Kimmy. It was too easy. I apologize.
Doc
I'm
said
really
it,
on your
not
side.
me.
I do love you.
I was good. I didn't say it. I wanted to, but Doc said it. So there you go,
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
I'm sorry, Kimmy. Please
That's your friend,
me.
Kimmy. Doc
He set
Martin.
me up. Kimmy, did you see that? So fun. It was a nice surprise. Kimmy said there will be sniffing.
Should I put Joe Biden on him?
Finger and feel that hair. It looks beautiful. It looks so thick and like it has so much body.
Do you think he'd get angry if I put Joe Biden on him? Sniffing his hair?
I bet he might. He might.
Oh.
I'll have to tell him that the show he's going to be on is going to be the scratch and sniff. Everybody wants to touch his hair or sniff it.
I think he has a sense
He's
of
going
humor.
to run from us like crazy.
Most conservatives have a sense of humor. North plus 10, Beth Duffy.
Yes, we're not libs. We have a sense of humor. We giggle and laugh at ourselves, if not everybody else.
Well, James and I make fun of ourselves all the time about being Asian or part Asian. So, yes, we're good at math.
I kid you about being Yankee all the time. I never kid about being Southern, though. I'm sorry.
I do that for you.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But I got to dance with the one that brung me. In case you have not heard.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. You know.
With friends like this, yes. I know. I'm sorry. I let you down, Kimmy.
Tell her she can kiss.
Thank you, RN. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were playing my thing. Yes, I love that.
Tell her she can kiss my grits.
Love flow. Love flow. That is right. Southern sass, honey. I'm sorry, Kimmy. That's right. With friends like us, honey.
Sure. I heard of grits. I just actually never seen a grit before.
Har, har, har. Never seen a grit before. Oh, my
Southern
goodness.
sass. Part Asian.
Well, all right.
Beth Duffy said part Asian. Where has she been for the last year? Or year plus? Everybody knows
Beth
that, right?
is asking when we're going to hear her.
When
What's
are
that
you
mean?
going to hear me? Sounds. When are you going to hear me? I don't know what she means. Not sure what she means.
Not sure.
I was
I'm asking her that.
gonna hack Beth Duffy's her, what do you call that? What converts the sound into words?
Vibration. The air running over your voice box.
What is that called? A closed caption device.
Oh, her CC machine?
Yeah, I was gonna hack it and put it all in Chinese for her.
Oh, you're funny. You are too funny.
Yeah, we're gonna make your closed caption all Chinese there, Beth. You better start learning.
Poor Beth.
You can get Babbel. Babbel teaches you how to speak
That is
different
too
languages.
funny. Beth, you can hit it if you want to, honey. Is she still in here?
Yep.
I'm not seeing her bubble. Why do I not see everybody's bubbles?
I can see everybody chatting in Discord. We're on Discord too at Winning TV. If you want to go out there and chat, you can do that as well. I should put the link out this week. For next week, I'll put the link out for Discord. That way, if you're in Periscope and you can't chat, you can go to Discord, open up that app, and chat in there and watch the show too. I think Boogie does that too, right? For his shows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he opens up the Discord so that people can chat, because Periscope chat is so unreliable that you can't depend on it. So we do have Discord chat, so I'll put the link out next week, and you can go to Discord and you can chat away, and we'll see the chat if your Periscope chat is not working. How about that? See how nice I am?
Oh, you have your moments, I guess, but don't let it go to your head.
And don't forget, if you want to send show stuff or show material, or maybe you want to join the Speakeasy, you can let me know on protonmail.com at winning_TV. Or if you have something that I can attack these Southern girls with, you are more than welcome to send it to me.
He needs all the help he can get, guys.
Oh.
Well, did she say -20 waited a year to tell us?
Oh, about the Discord?
Not sure what that was.
I've been testing the Discord for a few weeks, and it seems to work. And I think we even get YouTube chat in the Discord, and we're getting Twitch once in a while. So, and we don't have many people on YouTube and Twitch, so it seems to be working. We have Restream bots for that, so it seems to be working, Discord chat. So I'll put the link out there this week. You can download Discord and look for Winning TV and join the chat there so that everybody can see each other's chat.
I've got to learn Discord better. Kimmy, I need you to do a Discord 101 someday. I don't know why that is the hardest one for me to learn. Does anybody else have that issue? Or is it just me?
So all the chat you're seeing on our screen in the Periscope is coming through Discord. So if I went onto YouTube and typed something, you'd see that pop up on the show as well. So, but we can see all the different platforms on Discord chat. It is a little different if you use Discord, Doc, but it's not that difficult.
Well, I've taught myself everything else, but I've had trouble with that one. I mean, I can get on a little bit, but not much. So somebody's going to have to extend some help to the slow one here. So, I know, but Fritzy, to be real honest with you, I'd rather have somebody show me. I don't know why I'm a very audio learner. A little lazy too on that one. I don't know why, I just put off by it.
There are YouTube videos, Fritz Ader saying.
I know, but I was saying I don't know why, but it's just not seemed appealing. I'd rather if somebody showed me. But I guess I'm going to have to break down.
Now, I don't know if there's live stream on Discord. I've never tried it. I think you have to pay for it, so I've never looked into it, Scott. Scott's asking if there's live stream on Discord too, but there's live chat, and you can bring all of your chats into Discord so that people can
I don't know. I know
communicate.
Patriot Soapbox does a lot on Discord, but I don't really know a whole lot about it, so... Scott, I am so sorry. I'm of no help on that front.
You can do voice too on Discord. So if you're on Discord, you can speak and leave a message as well.
Scott, you've got to be able to. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, babe.
I've got that open for people to do that once everybody starts going in there. Yes, Beth Duffy, we have another system. I see. I do a lot of work behind the scenes you guys don't know about.
He does. I've got to give him credit, even though he's a Yankee. Oh, thank you, Fritzy. You put that in such a nice way. I appreciate you dressing that silk purse up. And yes, I would. That's exactly. It has to keep my attention. I do not have a very long attention span. I read quick. I do everything pretty quick. So
Doc's like a squirrel that sees something shiny.
Kinda. Sometimes. I will say you got to call a spade, and yes.
I could just see you trying to learn something. You're like a night crawler on a hot driveway trying to learn something.
I wouldn't go exactly that far.
You're always wiggling. You're like this all the time.
Oh, wiggling on you. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yes, I am. I do wiggle a lot. It's very difficult for me to sit still. Something's always shaking. I've got a foot shaking, a toe shaking, a hand shaking, a head shaking. Something's going all the time.
Well, I will put the Discord out there next week for the show if people want to go to Discord and use that. I know a lot of people are starting to go to that because Periscope chat stinks. Right?
Oh, yes. Scott is being smart. He said there are some things that should not be done quickly. Yes, Scott, I am well aware of it. We won't go into that. This is a family-friendly show this hour.
Is Doc like Ricky Bobby? I want to go faster. I want to go faster.
He's this original stud muffin. Smartassery, as Beth says, yes. A lot of smartassery.
So, yeah, I'll get that Discord out there next week because I think a lot of people obviously use it. It's a lot easier. And yes, we do have another system, Beth. Sorry, but...
Well, Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
What was that?
Oh, Talladega Nights.
Oh my gosh. You're a nut.
Hell, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough.
It fires me up, man.
I love it. Say it one more time.
Shake and bake!
Does that feel good?
Yeah, it rhymes. They're both verbs. Awesome.
That's a little south for you. NASCAR. NASCAR.
NASCAR.
NASCAR's going to the left. Did you see that, Doc?
No.
No more gun ads
Really?
on NASCAR.
No more what?
No more gun ads.
Really?
No more NRA. NASCAR's going to the left.
Seriously?
Yep.
Now that kind of surprises me because NASCAR is about as Second Amendment friendly as it goes like together like apple pie and ice cream. I wonder if that's going to stick.
No.
Does all their admirers know that?
They're losing people. They've lost people since they went to the eco-friendly car. So.
Wow. That will lose them some people, I think. Definitely. I wonder if that's widely known in Texas. I don't think so yet.
Yeah, they're a losing audience. Ever since Ricky
They
Bobby
will now.
retired.
Well, I don't keep up much. Although we do have just right over here by me, not terrible far, that big. What's the big racetrack?
Texas Speedway.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's just right over, not terrible far from me. So, I know to stay away from it though whenever there's race weekends, because those people bring their campers for miles to see. I am saying, it is like a sea of campers, and everybody's tailgating and having a good time. And unfortunately, seems like a lot of them always happen during tornado season. They always get hit with bad weather. What are you giggling at?
No, nothing. Well, Doc, we should probably cut it loose here. 5:30 comes early for me.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm the same way. Whether I stay up late or not, I still get up at the same time. So, but I sure did enjoy getting this little impromptu gathering, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Yes, thank the audience. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, if you want to send us something, you can. Winning_TV at Proton Mail. If you want to donate, please feel free to do so at the 2 links below. And we're not
Don't forget to
grifters,
set your
believe me.
Surrey for our new times.
Yes. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Mega Promises Kept, and 9 p.m. to 11 for Speakeasy Show. So, and we're going to probably look into doing another Mega Promises during the week as the election gets rolling. So, we have to do everything we can, even if we don't get sleep. Right, Doc?
That's right. So, be there or be square, because we'll be having fun rooting our favorite POTUS. You got to be there with us.
Don't forget to spread the word that we're not sure yet, but we're looking at Scott Pressler being on one or both of the shows this Saturday. So please.
Yes, I'll be confirming that with Kathleen, so we'll let everybody know.
Please spread the word. Did you hear from Kathleen? Did her phone die or something on Saturday?
I didn't hear back from her yet, but I'm sure I will. I was going to touch base with her this week.
Okay.
So I'll let everybody know as soon as I hear anything.
Perfect. All right. So thank you, everybody. And don't forget to send us your emails and join us on Saturday night. And spread the word that we may be having the infamous The Persistence on Saturday night. So, and we'll try to keep Kimmy Jong-un, why censored, away from his hair. Even if I have to put her in a box up in the left-hand corner. Kitty, away from his
We
hair.
may have to put her in a separate box. She might climb out of that box.
Yeah, I could just see her climbing across the screen, going to his hair. Oh, boy.
We might have to elongate his box. He's so tall.
Beth Duffy keeps asking me why I won't look at something. Why he won't look at it? What is it?
I don't know. The plate fill. What's that mean?
Hey, Beth, what am I supposed to look at? Pantene? No,
I'm
that's
not
it.
sure.
Beth, what am I
Herbal
supposed to look
essence.
at? Phil won't look at it. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to look at.
If we send you an email, you still won't look at it. She
Yes,
says.
I will. I will look at it. Yes, I
I'll
will.
make him. We'll harass him till he does, Beth. So y'all
Yes.
just send him away. All right, well, we better get going.
Okay.
So we will catch y'all on the flip side.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.